Hello and good evening. Welcome to a presentation about Markit on Demand, the company we chose to examine in Case Study 2. Our team members include Rachid Chaoua, Matthew Chavez, Jessica Lowry, and my name is Kevin Barton. Markit on Demand is a web and mobile development company based in Boulder, Colorado, that focuses on the financial services industry. They are among the Internet's largest distributors of content, regularly delivering in excess of 6 billion pages per month and supporting over 72 million stock quotes per hour. As a behind-the-scenes hosting service, they are responsible for delivering pages for several premier clients, including E-Trade, Scottrade, The New York Times, CNBC, Fidelity, and Bank of America. As an example of their work, please enjoy this short client advertisement recently produced by National Australia Bank.
Introducing NabTrade, an intelligent new trading platform built by people like you to suit the needs of traders today. It starts with superior market-spanning research and gives you access to more stock recommendations than any other online broker. It quickly combines important information like a company's price, research, charts and news, all on one page. We've introduced customizable dashboards and simple visual displays that provide a snapshot of what's important to you.
To develop sites like those for National Australia Bank, Markit on Demand utilizes a waterfall software development model, which they designate as the 5 Ds. First, business analysts meet with the customer to explore opportunities for web and mobile development. Client expectations are defined, which then allow an internal team of experts to estimate the effort required to develop what the client is after. This allows the business development organization to put together a contract for the client. Once signed, requirements gathering can begin, the output of which is a 300 to 500 page document. Next, designers meet with the client to iteratively generate wireframes for key pages of the site. Wireframes are low-fidelity mock-ups of website pages. During this phase, project management works with the client to identify what data will be incorporated into the site, such as commodities pricing, real-time stock quotes, and various stock recommendations. That knowledge is transferred to the design team and integrated into the wireframes. When the client approves these, the designers then build near pixel-perfect pages, called interactive prototypes, which allow the client to see what the finished product will look like. Design hands off to development, which goes about the process of making the interactive prototypes a reality. The site is architected, interfaces between the client and Markit on Demand are constructed, and content is created. Back-end development is performed during this time as well, including building databases, integrating third-party data feeds, and indexing client data. With development complete, the QA process can begin. When both internal and client QA have signed off, the site is deployed. It is hoped that the client is delighted by the final product and the process it took to get there. Typical projects take 9 to 12 months to complete. There are many issues with the current development process. First, delays during the design phase can stall development efforts, adding time to the project schedule. Often, clients need many iterations of wireframes before they feel comfortable. Second, gaining the required customer approvals during the design phase can also prove to be a challenge. Third, requirements changes that surface late in the project, during QA for example, add delays to the schedule. Project managers try as much as they can to push these issues into subsequent software releases, but often the client pushes back for their inclusion. Finally, integrating with a third party can cause unexpected results. For example, Markit on Demand often only hosts a portion of the website, but that portion is not integrated with the rest of the site until it has reached the QA stage. We have identified several areas for improvement if the company were to adopt Agile development methods. First, they would be better suited to requirements changes throughout a project. Next, by collaborating with the customer throughout development, client feedback would shape and influence the software, allowing requirements to emerge and ensuring the client gets what they really need. By iteratively developing the website, third-party data could be integrated much earlier in the project schedule, significantly reducing risk. QA performed alongside development would lead to improved quality and reduce the need for rework at the end of the project. We would recommend a two-pronged approach if the company were to adopt Agile. First, A pilot project will be run in a hybrid Scrum waterfall fashion. We believe a mobile application for an internal customer is best suited because of the shorter project time and smaller team size. Waterfall will be used to generate much of the requirements and allow a high-level architecture to be laid out. Scrum will then be used to code and test the requirements until the project work is completed. The classic project manager role will be switched to that of a product owner, while a team lead will adopt the role of Scrum Master. Before the project is kicked off, management will determine the project metrics that will be used to determine if the pilot was successful. The internal customer can evaluate the team's performance as compared to previous development projects and provide feedback. Finally, upper management can use these inputs to decide if the company should adopt Agile on a larger scale. In the second approach, we recommend converting an ongoing client support team to use the Kanban method. Currently, these support teams perform work for the clients on an ad hoc basis. Kanban offers a lightweight model for dealing with constantly changing priorities. First, a client that is willing to try the new approach will need to be identified. Next, a PM will work with them to determine work that needs to be accomplished and prioritize it. This will be done on an as-needed basis, with the goal to identify only a week or two of possible work. Team members will then pull a task through development, moving them through the stages of design, development, test, and promotion to production, and only then taking on another task. This will reduce work in process and increase the team's efficiency. By adopting Agile, Markit on Demand can take advantage of several benefits. This includes an increase in profitability through a more efficient development process, a reduction in integration delays and associated costs, as well as increased number of hosting opportunities via new projects. Quality assurance time normally added onto the end of the project will be reduced, lowering the time to market for the project. Rework on the project will be lessened through the use of ongoing QA in development. Lastly, the customer will be more satisfied with this approach due to their needs being more closely met through the use of emergent requirements and a shortened project cycle. The customer will then be more likely to pursue additional projects with Markit on Demand and to help spread a positive message in word-of-mouth advertising, something the company depends upon a great deal as they do not employ traditional advertising models. There are several expected downsides to adopting Agile throughout the organization. First, a higher degree of involvement from the client throughout the project will be necessary, but may be difficult to obtain given that most customers are heavily focused in other areas. Second, the current organization is not well versed in Agile, and significant coaching and training would need to be provided. In particular, the QA department is not used to this methodology and would need to adapt to working closely alongside development. Third, several of the engineering teams are highly specific, and building cross-functional development teams could prove difficult. It is anticipated that the current group of project managers would be changed into Scrum Masters and Product Owners, and they have difficulty in letting go of their past responsibilities and work habits. Finally, the company can expect a temporary loss in profitability during the initial transition phase due to a decrease in productivity throughout the organization. While we believe that Markit on Demand could be more successful over the long term if they adopted Agile development practices, implementing both Scrum and Kanban, we have determined that the organization is unlikely to change their current ways. So long as the company remains profitable, middle and upper management will use the success to buttress their indoctrinated belief that the way projects are currently handled is the best way. Unfortunately, most of those in management positions have no outside software development experience to inform them of the possibilities that they are missing out on.